Recording in progress. Go ahead and go live on the Sacred Feminine Facebook. Hello, Facebook world. Hello, Sacred Feminine Rising Facebook group. Blessings to each and every one of you on this beautiful Sacred Feminine Friday, Venus Day. While this is coming up, I'm about to go live on Instagram as well. It is officially 11:11. All right. Blessings, 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 beautiful beings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sacred Feminine Fridays. So we are live both on Instagram and here in Facebook in the Sacred Feminine Rising Facebook group as well. So, so beautiful to be with you all here today, for those who are going to tune in live and those that are intending on catching the replay. So, as always, we are going to start these sessions by tuning in, by calling back our energy and coming home to our heart, coming home to the truth of our soul. So I'm going to invite each and every one of you, if you are in a place to do so, to go ahead and close down your eyes as we take a couple of deep breaths into our heart space, into our bodies. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And I'm going to invite you to feel, sense, see, or imagine a beautiful seed of light in your heart space. And the seed of light is going to act like a magnet. And invite back all of your light, all of your consciousness, all of your power. Invite it back into this here and now moment. Back from all time, space, realities, dimensions, peoples, and places. Back from the past, back from the future, back from any tasks that you may have been doing before you tuned in here and now. Just go ahead and collect your energy into your body, into this here and now moment, and take a deep breath into your heart. Sigh it out as you just relax into this space. I'm going to invite you to set a clear and empowered intention to open yourself up to receive all that is available for you here today. And it is my sacred intention for our gathering to be a clear and pure conduit, an instrument of the divine, in selfless service to allow for the greatest and highest miracles to unfold for all of us gathered here today, watching the live and watching the replay, and for love, joy, bliss, healing, grace, and activating energy to flow through my voice into this sacred energetic space with ease and grace, welcoming in and inviting in the highest divine support and participation for our time here together. If you've closed down your eyes, you can open them back up. And I pray that each one of you feels a little bit more collected into this here and now moment, grounded into this timeline. Welcome, my loves. It is Truly a blessing and honor to be here connecting with you guys here today. Today is the second official episode of Sacred Feminine Fridays, happening every Friday on Venus Day, which is today, Friday at 11:11, this beautiful sacred portal of a number and a time, angelic number. So today for episode 2, we are talking all about radiance. Radiance and how it relates to your soul's light, to feminine magnetism or magnetism in general. And it's just so divine, being that we are approaching this beautiful day of love on Monday, Valentine's Day. So whether you have a beloved partner or you are beautifully and lovingly single and going to celebrate yourself on this beautiful day, we are going to discuss all sorts of amazing and beautiful practices that you can utilize and bring into maybe creating a day for yourself. That is what I intend on doing on Monday, just creating a beautiful and soul nourishing day of self-love, self-care, just making a day all about me, for me, just giving myself all that I need to fill my cup. And so we are going to dive into radiance. And I did take quite a bit of notes, which I didn't intend on doing, but I was tuning in yesterday in preparation for our time together, and just more and more stuff came through. So I'm going to try to touch on all of these amazing practices and topics. So what is radiance? When you think of radiance, I'm sure like me, you think of light, right? So your radiance is really all about unlocking and expressing your inner light in its fullness, in its rawness, in its vulnerability, in its authenticity, just allowing your soul's innate light to shine through and be expressed in all that you do and all that you create. Radiance is quite literally embodying your soul's light and letting it shine through your body. When we are tuned into our soul's light, when we're tuned into the truth of who we are as a multidimensional, infinite, divine being of light and love, it shines through every pore of our being, every cell of our being. Our cells begin to shine like little suns of their own, just radiating light into the room, into the spaces that we occupy. So what does a radiant woman or man look like? So this is somebody, when you see someone just truly radiating their soul's light, you see a confident woman showing up exactly as who she is, with great happiness, great joy, just shining through her space, through every pore of her being, every cell of her being. And she's connected to her body. She's connected to her sensuality, her senses, right? She's connected to her pleasure, her bliss, and her joy. And I also think it's important to note that to truly embody your soul's light and to emanate radiantly into the world, you also must cultivate a loving and supportive relationship with yourself, and very specifically as well with your physical body. Radiance and our physicality really go hand in hand, which you will get to see and experience or hear when I go into the different ways in which we can tap into our radiance. So I also feel that it's beautiful to note that radiance really goes hand in hand with our magnetism. And magnetism is often associated as it is a feminine quality or trait, if you will. Our thoughts are electric and our emotions are magnetic. So that's why it is so intrinsically tied to our feelings of emotion, our feelings of bliss and joy and pleasure. So my loves, how can we tap into our radiance and ultimately embody more of our soul's light, our soul's truth of who we are in our everyday life? So the first practice is really about slowing down. Slowing down. How are you moving throughout your day? So this is an invitation to move slower, to be more present in each and every moment. So presence with all that you do, right? So how are you, maybe everyday things, finding divinity in everyday things? How are you making or drinking your morning tea or your morning coffee? Are you just downing it because you need the caffeine? Are you taking a moment to pause, to get present, to really be with this beautiful warm beverage and to sip on it, to allow the warmth to nourish you, to really be with your senses, right? Your senses of taste. Slowing down could look like taking a moment for yourself to just take in a deep breath, to really be with your breath, to really be with your body, to come into your body. That really, really, really and truly is the key to your radiance, to living a radiant life, is to come home to your body, to listen to your body. And that really leads us into the next practice to help you tap into your radiance, which is self-care. My loves, you can't pour from an empty glass. When you see a radiant and vibrant woman, she is getting enough sleep. She's taking care of herself, both her body, mind, and soul. She's thinking beautiful and loving and positive thoughts. She's taking care of her body. She's eating nourishing foods. She's drinking lots of water. You can't look radiant if you're dehydrated. So how are you nourishing yourself from the inside out? Through the quality of water you drink, or the quality of sleep you get. Do you have a daily energetic routine? Are you tuning in every morning and grounding yourself, connecting to your soul, connecting to your body? Putting up maybe a beautiful protective shield around you to move throughout your day. Are you coming home to yourself throughout your day? Are you tuning in through meditative practices, practices that feel good to you, perhaps devotional practices, prayer? Your radiance is really and truly about doing things that feel good and nourish you. It's really about self-care. So we're going to move into the next beautiful practice, which is all about connecting with your sensuality. So again, this is about having a relationship with your body, and your sensuality is about your senses, all of your senses, my love. So this is about, when we're talking about sensuality, again, we're talking about slowing down, really connecting with each of your physical senses and enjoying being in this physical body, this beautiful vehicle that you have chosen for this incarnation. Being in your body, moving in your body, and developing an intimate relationship with your body. And through that, you are able to embody more of your soul's light, thus resulting in greater radiance and magnetism. So again, this is about making every moment sacred. Sensuality is all about the physical. So how can you tune into your senses through taste, touch, and smell? So I love this as a beautiful practice moving into Valentine's Day on Monday. So how can you tune into your sensuality? How can you really tune into your senses? Well, you could take a beautiful bath or a shower, and instead of rushing through it, really take time to bathe yourself, to cleanse your body. When you get out of the bath, you can take a nourishing oil or lotion and really slow down and take the time to touch every inch of your skin in gratitude and love for all that your body does for you. Really nourishing your skin through the power of touch, smell, putting essential oils or perfumes on you that activate your nose and your senses. Perhaps lighting incense or Palo Santo or something that smells really yummy to you, and really awakening your senses through smell, taste. You can create space on Monday for yourself. Buy yourself some chocolate, buy yourself some berries, take some honey, really eat honey, and really take time each bite, really savoring and indulging in each and every bite, allowing the chocolate to go across your tongue, really, really spending time and tasting, right? So this is all about sensuality. We're talking about embodying your radiance, my loves. So then we can move into movement, moving in ways that feel good and nourishing for your body, not moving in fast, hurried ways like we tend to on a day-to-day basis, right? It's slowing down. I have a beautiful and amazing sister who, Chelsea, who has a practice, and she leads DRIP. DRIP stands for Daily Rapture Inner Peace Practice. And this is a gorgeous practice to just really come home to your body, to love on your body, to practice in sensuality through touch and movement. And so now we're moving on to the next sense, which is singing, sound, utilizing your voice. Oh my gosh, my loves. Movement and sound are so incredibly powerful. Your own voice is so incredibly healing to you and nourishing to you. So just vulnerably and often like without judgment, just allowing whatever sounds need to come through, singing, toning in ways that feel good, just allowing your soul's voice, your soul's expression and soul's light to come through you, through the power of sound, singing, toning. So this is all ways that you can, again, embody your radiance through sensuality. And this goes hand in hand with the next piece, which is all about pleasure. So pleasure, tapping into your pleasure, is an amazing way to embody your soul's light and to tap into and express your radiance. Pleasure is all about enjoyment. It's about bliss. It's about happiness. It's about doing things that feel good. So we can talk about the different kinds of pleasure, right? So pleasure can first look like sexual energy. I think that most of us associate pleasure with sexual energy. And I know it's incredibly important for us to talk about our sexual energy here. So sexual energy, my loves, is raw, creative, life force energy. Sexual energy is pure. It is innocent. There's a great misunderstanding about our sexual energy. And it's important to come home to the innocence of our sexual energy. It is liquid, living light, my loves. We must reclaim our sexual energy as pure potentiality. We quite literally birth the vision that we see in our mind's eye and in our hearts. We quite literally birth it from our womb spaces, from our raw, creative, life force, sexual energy. Really and truly, I have a coach of mine who mentioned and called it this. She called sexual energy a portal. It is a multidimensional portal between the quantum realm and the physical realm. And I love that. Because again, everything is birthed from our womb space through and by our creative life force energy, our sexual energy, which is innocent, it is pure. So pleasure can also look like play. It can look like fun. It can look like childlike, innocent enjoyment and play, to be silly, to laugh. That increases your magnetism. That increases your radiance. It can look like wild woman, erotic, sensual play too. I just invite you to release judgment, release expectation. The key here is to just enjoy yourself, my loves, to enjoy yourself, to do things that feel good, that feel nourishing to your body and to your soul. The next piece is around womb healing. And all of these things I'm going to do, I believe, a whole nother separate, I guess, podcast episode on these, but I want to touch on womb healing here and now. And womb healing isn't just for women. Men have something called a hara, which is similar, and so you could use these words interchangeably. So womb healing is another way to embody our soul's light and to tap into our innate radiance. Womb healing is about releasing any blocks to our creative flow, to our life force energy. And it's really about having a relationship with our womb. It's about having a relationship with our body and having a relationship with our womb space, with our creative center. Listening to her wisdom, listening to her desires, her needs, listening to her guidance. And what does womb healing really do for us? It's about releasing shame. It's about releasing judgment. It's about cleansing, clearing, and purifying any stuck sexual energy, emotional wounding, or sexual trauma, any pain that we're storing within this space. I'm telling you, and again, I'll do a whole nother podcast episode just on the womb. In fact, I'll probably do many because this has become such an integral part of my practice. And I have so much passion behind us having a beautiful divine relationship with our womb space and coming home to the truth and guidance of our wombs. So what's the next key or practice, if you will? Radical self-love. Radical self-love and grace. And this really goes hand in hand with the piece around healing our womb, right? This is giving ourselves radical self-love and grace, my loves. This is about recognizing that we are both fully human and fully divine. And it's important to recognize that we have not made any mistakes in life. There were no wrong turns. We have experienced exactly what we're meant to experience. And giving ourselves grace for our humanness, not judging ourselves for the things that we've done or not done, but to give ourselves pure and loving, unconditional love, support, compassion, and grace. So to embody more of your soul's light, really about allowing your divinity to just love on your humanity. Radical self-love. And then the last practice that I'm going to share with you guys today is breath work. So our radiance is directly tied to our aura. And our aura is light, right? The light that's emitting from our body. It's our soul's essence coming through us in light. And so breath work, utilizing the breath to open up the physical channels, quite literally allows you to become more magnetic. and allows you to breathe in more of your soul's light, more photons, so you can become more radiant, you can become more magnetic. So breath work is a fantastic, phenomenal tool to help move energy and to help strengthen your auric body, resulting in more radiance. It's embodiment work. Breath work is embodiment work, and it just brings you into your body, away from the outside world, into your body, into yourself. Allows you to come home to yourself and to reach new levels and new states and higher states of consciousness. So thank you all so incredibly much for being here. That's really all I have for us today around radiance. I wanted to just give a quick transmission on what radiance is and how it relates to our soul's life and how we can embody more of our magnetic feminine radiance, and to offer you some really beautiful and profound practices that I use, if not daily, weekly, to tap into my magnetic radiance and to embody more of my soul's light. And I have a lovely offering for you to tune into some of these practices and to ask yourself, could I create a really beautiful soul nourishing ritual for myself on Monday, on Valentine's Day, on this beautiful day of love? Whether you have a partner or not, can I create a really beautiful ritual for myself that allows me to tap into my sensuality, that allows me to come home to my body, to appreciate my body, to nourish my body, to nourish my soul? And that's what I intend to do all day Monday. I'm going to really nourish my mind, body, and soul through beautiful self-love, self-care practices. Just to give myself a full day all to myself, to do whatever feels good, to tap into my radiance, to tap into my joy, my bliss, my pleasure. So I invite you to do the same. Thank you so much, loves. It was incredibly beautiful to connect with all of you here today. And I welcome you back next Friday at 11:11 for the third transmission of Sacred Feminine Fridays. And if there's anything that specifically that you would love to learn more about or hear more about, then I invite you to message me, DM me, let me know. Drop it down below here too in the replay. Let me know what you would like to hear. Let me know what you would like me to go deeper into. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you, my loves. This entire offering, if you will, is for you. It is for you. It is for you to tap into your feminine energy and to allow you to come into a more holistic and beautiful balance, to support you in your soul's evolution through your own divinity. So, as always, waves and waves and waves of love from my heart to yours. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day, my loves. Mwah. Last but not least, saying goodbye to the Facebook world. I love each and every one of you. Bye, loves.